So hello everyone, welcome to another Wretched Repairs. As you can see, this is not going to be a video in which I paint, but a review. In this case, it's going to be a review of UT-R06, I think it is. He's called Red Dasher, also known as Dino from Dark of the Moon. I always had mixed feelings about this guy, but thanks to TF Safari, I actually have him now on the turning table, as you can see. And he's not accurate. There are some things I don't like about him, and there are things I do like about him. For instance, he is much more fun to transform than the Dance of Death from, I think it's Black Mamba that actually has it. But there are some things I really don't like about it, and there are things I do like about it. Well, let's start with the bad things so we can get them out of the way. Especially in robot mode, there are some slight flaws. I'll get him off the turntable. So here we go. The things I don't like about him is there is several different colors of plastic on him. So there's like this grayish, there's this blackish, and it needs to be a lot more of the gunmetal. Fortunately, this channel is about a guy repainting robots, so there's a cure for that. There are things I do wish I could fix, but I can't due to the transformation, which is he should have like the swirly things going up there. And he's got a fake chest, which a lot of people don't like that much. I actually don't mind it. I prefer if figures turn inward or outward to make into a nice posable figure. And this guy does this quite well. Same goes with Hot Rod, La Hire, I can't remember which one made him, and of course Metalgate, his drift, the Haiku, which is an amazing figure as well. I'll do a comparison of those later on. But first, let's do a comparison of this guy to the other Dino we got that's supposed to be MPM scale, and that's this guy, which is called Dance of Death. Yeah, they both have some issues with inaccuracies. I just noticed that his backpack is a little bit of loose, so hold on.
One eternity later.
So even with the magic of editing, I can't find a way to get my Dance of Death to stand up straight. So I have to hold him for this review. The thing I do like about Dance of Death compared to Red Dasher is his scaling, especially when you compare him to the other Autobots. I'll cheat and put the necks up to the wall. And then we can do a snap. And we got some company over there. So in the shot, I'll zoom out just a little bit. You can actually see that Dance of Death scales much better with Bumblebee, Drift and Jazz, of course. Because he should be around the same height as Jazz, as should Metalgate Haiku. But there's a smaller version which ironically has a car that's too small, but the robot mode is great. And I just wish that if they just... He's quite a compact guy, so maybe they should have just made the car just a little bit bigger for the smaller robot, so that you could have more room inside there and just make everything work together. But alas, it is what it is. We're not talking about him, we're talking about this guy. So yeah, scale wise, I think Dance of Death looks a little bit better. Detail wise though, he wins. The chest is much better, the head is much better, and I really don't mind that big of a size that much. That said, it would have been better if he were just a little bit smaller. And for comparison's sake, I can also put in Optimus Prime, and then it works a little bit better. So I think this guy should work really well if you do the oversized version, which is the XP13 from, I don't know the brand, but there's an oversized Bumblebee and an oversized Barricade, which are just a little bit bigger, and he works quite well with those. But yeah, get Optimus in frame as well. So, and put him behind Jess. Oh, Jess. So yeah, that's him for the robot modes. Now let's go back and do some vehicle comparisons. But when you look at him in car mode, that you notice that Dance of Death is just way too small. He's around 130-ish, 30-ish scale, with the Bumblebee being in 128, which is basically the same scale as the UT version. This actually works, even though the wheels at the moment are looking a bit wonky because I didn't transform it properly. Did I mention that its transformation is just perfect? It's fun, it's quick, it's intuitive, and it compacts into a nice, solid looking and rolling car. So yeah, he needs a little bit of love because when you look at him in the alt mode, there are some things which aren't correct, which I'll get to in a second. But for now, let's put all the cars together, which are in the same scale, so you can relish in the idea of a complete car cast looking good. And of course, I can also add Optimus in there for good measure, so you can see how well he scales. I didn't measure him. He is just a little bit too big, but just a little bit. It's still in the same ballpark, so it's 128-ish. It's close to the end, so it's almost 127. Falling starships. But it's close, so it's spot on. It's perfect. It works really well. It should be just a little bit less wider, narrower, that is in proper English, but just a little bit. And size-wise, it's just spot on perfect. So if you're going for vehicle scale, this is the one to get. So yeah, here he is compared to all the other cars. So when it comes to paint, it's a decent mode. It needs just a little bit of love. There, of course, this black right here should be red because it should match the car, and it should have a little bit of curvature over here to match the wheel arches. Same as goes in the front. It needs some black in there and some other bits to just fall away and make it look more like a car. On the back, the window should connect right here. There's the engine underneath, but you don't see the engine, so I just might as well... Oh wait, I just noticed that there actually is a little bit of molded detail in there that should connect, that should look like the engine. So I might as well paint that properly. And yeah, basically that's about it for things wrong with the alt mode, especially since it's a transforming car. I don't mind, just like the bits of gray should be red. And but for a guy that does painting on Transformers for his YouTube channel, I think I should accept the challenge and just paint the guy, which we'll do in a video upcoming, because the robot mode needs a lot of love as well, because especially if you connect it with my editor probably is going to put a picture of the robot mode here, and from the previous video just somewhere around here how the robot mode looks, so you can see there's too much gray, too much too much things that need a little bit of different color. And yeah, here he is. I'll put him once again next to the Dance of Death, even though they look to be around the same size, they really are not, especially if you put them like this. So Dance of Death, great in robot mode, even though he's flimsy and wobbly. He's okay, but he's not perfect, and even though the car mode looks a little bit better than this guy, it just, yeah, get this one. If I were to tell you which one to get, I would say get Red Dasher. Even though he's a little bit big in robot mode, he just makes it up for it in car mode, and robot mode just looks a little bit better, especially after some paint. So if you're in the market for a Dino, I would say get this one. It's a decent figure. If only they made the robot mode a little bit smaller and made the car mode a little bit more like a car, it would have been perfect. But I think it's the best we're going to get. So if you're in the market for a Dino, get this one and you won't regret getting him. I picked this one up from TF Safari. I put a link down in the description below and thank them for helping me get this figure. With that said, I hope you liked this review and stay tuned for the repaint. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do so. It will help me make more videos. And please like, share and comment. And I hope to see you soon in the next videos. Thank you so much. Bye.